became a theater of the impossible. The Sherman family reported witnessing werewolf-like beings, strange lights in the sky, crop circle-like markings in their fields, and disembodied voices floating in the air. The phenomena seemed to feed on attention, growing stronger and more aggressive with each passing week. On one terrifying night, Terry Sherman watched in horror as a massive blue orb, perfectly spherical and glowing with inner light, descended from the sky and hovered just above his cattle. The animals stood frozen, as if hypnotized, while the orb pulsed with an otherworldly energy that made the very air around it shimmer like heat waves. When the light vanished, 3 of his prize bulls were gone, simply erased from existence without a trace. The family's teenage son, Tad, experienced something even more disturbing. While checking on the cattle one evening, he saw what appeared to be a massive humanoid figure, over 7 feet tall, watching him from the tree line. The creature had elongated limbs and moved with an unnatural gait, its eyes reflecting light like an animal's, but with an intelligence that was unmistakably aware. When Tad called out, the figure simply melted backward into the darkness, leaving only the acrid smell of sulfur hanging in the air. Visitors to the ranch reported seeing massive, silent aircraft hovering above the property, craft that moved in ways that defied physics, accelerating instantly from a standstill to impossible speeds, making right-angled turns that should have torn any earthly vehicle apart. Terry Sherman connected these UFO sightings directly to the cattle mutilations, stating, "We've seen the UFOs enough, and we know pretty much what the craft looked like, and I think it's definitely associated with the cattle mutilations. When we see the crafts and then the cattle, we have problems." But perhaps most disturbing of all was the phenomenon that researchers would later call the hitchhiker effect. People who visited the ranch began reporting paranormal activity in their own homes after leaving the property. It was as if something had followed them home, a malevolent presence that had attached itself to their lives. Electronics would malfunction, strange sounds would echo through their houses at night, and family members would report seeing shadowy figures moving through their peripheral vision. The ranch, it seemed, wasn't